What's cracking YouTube Promo here, and today, guys, I'm breaking down the post week 3 power rank listings for the Call of Duty League 2025 season and going into Major 3 of this week. And I will have my predictions for Major 3 out tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. EST. Be there or be squared. I'm going to be giving my honest thoughts and opinions, but before we go there, I'm going to give my thoughts on the matches this weekend. The only match we dropped was the upset of Cloud9 versus Boston Breach. Boston Breach come out in 3-0 smokes show Cloud9, which I did not see coming. Like, if we look here, predictions had it being a 50 to 45 of 54-45 for who they felt was winning. Um, Cloud9, they just looked dead in series. Miami Heretics, they take first map off Ultra, and then Ultra run away with it with a 3-0 map win series. LA Thieves versus Gorilla Mates. This one ain't even close. This was a smoke show, murder scene. Gentlemates, they're trash. Alright, now let's talk about Cloud9 versus Vancouver Surge. Cloud9, they come out and they go up 2-0 against Surge, and Surge then starts slamming Cloud9. They have dominant map 3, a close map 4, and map 5 was a 6-1 win. 6-1 or 6-2, I have to remember. Yeah, but anyways, Vancouver, they get the job done. They sealed out. Now let's talk about Heretics versus Rocker, guys. This one, I was shaking my head. It's like Rocker is just. I'm sorry to say it, they just aren't a contender this year. They don't look what they look like in Cold War. Um, at start of season, I would say yeah, they definitely were looking Cold War scary-ish. Um, Now the Toronto versus Gelmates. Gelmates, they come out and steal one map off Toronto, which shows me that they have the skills it takes to be competitive and all. So, Gelmates, yeah, they steal a map off Toronto, showing some signs of life, but Toronto, it was. Honestly, guys, it was a bit of a snooze fest, it felt like. Now let's talk about not LA Thieves. Atlanta FaZe versus Vegas Falcons. So this series, Falcons, they come out, steal map 1. Let's talk about Atlanta FaZe and map 1s and Hardpoint. So it feels like map 1s for FaZe, it's a slow start for them, but once they get their groove and search and destroy and stuff, they just come out swinging and are heavy juggernaut swinging. Like maps 2 and 3 against Falcons, not even close. Like hands down, holy moly, guys. 6-0 search and a 3-0 control, and they look dead. A very nitty gritty map 4 within 10 points of each other for the win. That final rotation on red card had my jaw just hanging open. I was just thinking, oh my gosh, that was too close for the heart to give. It shouldn't have been as close as it was, but yep. FaZe, they got get the job done. They go 2-2, and they just have to face um they have to face Optic, and they have to win. I I believe at that time they were already confirmed for winners potentially, but they needed Boston to win for FaZe to be securely secured into winners, which goes into our next series. Vegas Falcons versus Boston Breach. Vegas, they go up 2-0 in the series. Boston doesn't have a single map on hand. And then it's a 3-1 in control, a quite dominant map 4 in a game 5 round 11 on red card search and destroy, ladies and gentlemen. Like, the red card search and destroy was going back and forth and all, and I have to say, props to Xnid in that game 5. He pulls off one of the most nastiest 1v3s in probably my whole time of watching competitive COD for console. Like, I've pulled off nasty 1v4s, 1v5s, and pulled off some nasty clutches, but not with Omni movement yet, though. I'm still working on Omni movement. But the way he snaps and gets a three of a 1v3, I'm like, okay, yeah, Xnid, you definitely are showing signs of prospect. In Boston, they get done in the round 11. So yeah. Um, Now let's talk about Optic. Optic, they come out murder phase on map 1 on Skyline. I'm like, okay, all right, not even close. Shift to map 2, and map 2 goes. Well, FaZe has a massive lead and all. They start choking. I'm getting worried. I'm like, okay, guys, stop the bleeding, please, please, please. Goes all the way to game 5. Skies calls in the hailstorm. Um, Calls in at the wrong time. FaZe gets the rebreak and guns him, stealing map 2. And map 3 was a 3-1 control win in favor of FaZe on Hacienda. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Maps 1, 2, and 3 for FaZe v Optic were all Hasi. Sorry, guys. Yeah, they just got beat the hell out of on Hardpoint Hasi on map 1. And for map 4 was a Vault Hardpoint. FaZe, they make the rally back. They win this one by 5 points. And honestly, guys, I have to say they really, really need to get their act together for the tournament and for getting the hard point together. Now, let's talk about Thieves versus Ravens. I thought when Dylan Rex came in, guys, I thought, okay, Dylan, he's going to bring some energy, some confidence to guys and all, but no. This was a straight up murder massacre bathed in fire for Dylan Rex. Sorry, buddy, but you got put in at the wrong time. So, starting from S tier, these are who I'm going to put as Sunday regulars or teams that I feel like are. You know what? I'll put Surge up there because I feel like Surge, they can definitely potentially pull off another Sunday, that's for sure. Um, so these 4 teams I definitely can see on Championship Sunday. Um, Fighting for Sunday, I did have Vancouver there, but I'm not sure who put there right now. Let me know in the comment section below what your guys' thoughts are. Now B tier, these are, I'm going to call this dark horse. So Boston Breach, Miami, and Falcons, I feel like are all dark horses and definitely can make a run in Major 3. C tier, this is where I have my concerns with teams and not sure how they're going to perform on land, especially with how the bracket's shaped up. Well, Cloud9's in loser, so yeah, yeah. Um, Making a run, I could see Rocker and Cloud9 definitely making runs, especially depending on how they play and how the bracket shapes up, which we will discuss in tomorrow's video for my predictions and stuff. So yeah, and give me jump mates. And I have jump mates in D tier. D tier, they aren't even going to make a run at all. They're trash. They're not doing anything. So yeah, alright guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.